So, you're not paying attention while driving home from work, and suddenly there are flashers behind you approaching at a high rate of speed. You look at your speedometer and you were doing 10 miles an hour over. You pull over immediately, and you get out your insurance, your license, and registration, well before the cop arrives at your window. Why? Because sadly, lots of cops get shot or attacked by people with serious arrest warrants out for them. So the cops get really uncomfortable seeing you rummaging around in your glove box for your paperwork. So, get it out ahead of time. Now, the cop is going to ask you 2 questions. The first is a variation on the same theme. Do you know why I pulled you over? The answer to this question needs to be honest. I repeat, honest. The cop did not choose you at random because he did not like the color of your skin or the fact that you were driving a beater. Oops, technically that's not true. If you live in an expensive white neighborhood like where I grew up, the cops are paid to profile everyone that they see to make certain that they have any business besides planning a felony for being in the rich white town. However, let's assume that profiling in your case is not an issue. So, when he or she asks, "Do you know why I stopped you?" you say the following in the most apologetic tone. Probably because I was speeding. I'm very sorry, officer. I was not paying attention to how fast I was going. Now, having used this reply personally, I can tell you that right now, you have a 50-50 chance of the cop saying in a surprised tone of voice, "Wow, you're the first honest person that I've stopped all day. If I let you go without a ticket, will you be more careful?" "Of course, officer. Sorry to put you through any trouble." At that point, you have avoided the need for me or any of my kind. Congratulations, you're home free. Most people, however, are neither clever, much less honest with the cop. The cops hear all sorts of denials from drivers who are lying through their teeth. Some of these are, "I was not going that fast. My speedometer is broken." And the worst one, "Hey, officer, I don't believe you. I want to see the radar gun." If you choose this pathway, you can forget getting out of this one without help straight away. After denial, come the excuses. "I am running late to work or pick up the kids, watch the Cowboy games, etc." You get the idea. Excuses never work, unless it's a real emergency, such as you are a doctor rushing to surgery, your child is in the car seat and delirious with fever, or some other real crisis that the officer will believe and have sympathy for you. Here's a great example of an excellent excuse. I was representing a guy for a car accident case where he was the victim, but in a separate incident, he saw the flashers right behind him as he was driving over 100 miles an hour in his truck through Tijeras Canyon down to Albuquerque. He did not slow down, so the cop pulled alongside his truck and used the speaker on the roof of his patrol unit to demand that my client pull over immediately. My client raised his volunteer fireman helmet and pointed ahead to the large plume of smoke coming from a fire down in the Boss Scrub forest that was rapidly spreading out of control. The officer then said over the speaker, "Get behind me," and kept his flashers on and cleared a way through the car so that my client could literally rush to a fire. Now, that's the kind of excuse or explanation that will actually work. Anything else, not so much.